Hi everyone, welcome in or welcome back to Between Realms Tarot. Today's reading is going to be a pick a card love reading about what do you think they feel versus how do they actually feel towards you. And I think that the topic is very much clear, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to put the intention to get the truth and nothing but the truth. Before we start today's reading, I want to remind you about the weekly giveaway that we have in this channel. I offer 10 giveaway tarot readings every week, and the way you can participate is just by commenting under the video. You're going to find more details in the pinned comment under this video and also in the community tab. Now let's start the reading. So for today's reading, I have 3 piles for you, and I have chosen 3 AI generated images for 3 crystals. So for pile number 1, your crystal is going to be the Sodalite crystal. Pile number 2, it's going to be the Lapis Lazuli crystal. And for pile number 3, your crystal is going to be the Angelite crystal. As usual, let everything go just for this moment. Take a deep breath and relax. Maybe ask the piles which one has your answer. And it's going to be that subtle voice that is going to draw you into one or more than one pile, depending on if you are actually watching this reading for one person or for more than one person. Maybe more than one pile draw you to the same person. This reading is meant to resonate with you however it resonates with you. So just listen to your intuition. This reading is also timeless, so you can come back whenever you feel like you need to maybe hear a message again. You will find the timestamps in the description box below. And if you have picked your pile, let's start your reading. Hi, pile number 1. If you have picked the Sodalite crystal, this is going to be a reading about what do you think they feel towards you versus how they actually feel towards you. So let's start your reading. Pile number 1. As you see, we have a whole a lot of cards in here, and it's mainly meant to get as much information as we need. But for the overall energy of this reading here, we have the Sun in the 7th house in Taurus, and I have divided the spread into 2 sections. This section is going to be about how do you think, or what do you think they feel towards you, and this one is going to be about how do they actually feel towards you. So let's start with how or what do you think they feel towards you. And first of all, here we have from the animal spirit, we have rabbit, we have changes from the shamanic healing deck, we have the mask from the archetypes of the wild unknown, we have whip and stork from Lenormand, and we have the 6 of cups, the 2 of swords, the star, and the ace of pentacles. So first of all, for the overall energy of the connection between you and your person, pile number 1, we have the Sun in the 7th house in Taurus, and the Sun illuminates the house that it goes into. And so being in the 7th house, the house of relationships, the Sun here is very much illuminating the fact that there is commitment in this connection, even if it's unspoken. But with Taurus, the sign of Taurus here is a sign of consistency, a sign of commitment, a sign of value, stability, but also it's a sign of slow movement. And so I feel like you can, pile number 1, energetically feel as if this person is committed to you. You know that this person is loyal to you. I feel like you can feel the energy of you and this person maybe being in an unspoken commitment, and that the energy of your connection, by number one, is not a casual connection. It's a connection that is meant to maybe last for a long time. It's meant to be an energy of a long-term commitment. So let's take a look at how do you think, or what do you think they feel towards you. First of all, with the mask definitely already we know what is the theme of what do you think they feel towards you, which is they're hiding what they feel towards you. And I feel like pile number one, this person acts or speaks in ways that make you think that they're intentionally hiding their feelings. They're not, whether you are in contact or not. I feel like when this person says anything or acts in any way, I feel like you can sense, or it gives you this impression that this person, whatever they're doing or whatever they're saying, is meant to hide their true intentions and their true feelings towards you. And I feel like you also have this feeling or this impression that this person might hide their obsession with you. And I feel like you also have the impression that this person is afraid, because the rabbit is a very sensitive animal. So what I see is that you might see this person as somebody who is very sensitive, somebody who is emotionally maybe vulnerable, maybe even immature in ways that they do not want to be exposed emotionally. And especially, I think that you think or you feel as if this person has a lot of feelings for you, but they feel vulnerable, or they don't want to be exposed as somebody who's obsessed with you. And so they act or they behave or they talk or they speak in ways that the intention behind them is to hide how much obsessed they are with you. And so you think that with rabbit here, they are very overwhelmed by how much they feel, and they also, maybe you see them as somebody who's pessimistic, or somebody who tries to avoid rejection, or who are afraid of rejection or afraid of pain. And so they act in ways that cause them pain and cause them to push you away from them. So I feel like that's how you see them. And with the changes card here, it's like, I feel like you do see them as somebody who is changing. I do feel like you sense that something is happening or is going to happen in this connection. And I feel like you also think that this person changes. I feel like you have this assumption that your person is changing from the inside, and that the way that they are changing is bringing a change or a development in this connection. And you are not wrong, by the way, and I'm going to tell you why. But yeah, I feel like you also feel as if this person is not consistent, or it's like, I feel you think or you feel as if this person is still not sure about their own intentions and their own feelings towards you, with changes here. And so, yeah, we have a lot of information today. Yeah, like the energy of changes here is also mirrored in the energy of Whip and Stork card in here. The Whip and Stork card from Lenormand together, they show a lot of going back and forth. The Stork card talks about changes, but it slightly leans positive. But with the whip card is a negative card that deals with, or that talks about dealing with challenges, especially mental challenges or anxieties or overthinking. And so I feel like you see them going back and forth towards this connection, or I feel like you feel their energy. Pile number one, I feel like you feel their energy if you're not in contact. you can tap sometimes into the energetics of what they're thinking about you, or what they're feeling towards you and towards this connection. And yeah, I see that you think that they go back and forth. Sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're cold about this connection. They're in and out, but I still feel as if you sense a positive change, a positive development. And with the Six of Cups here and the Two of Swords, what I see with the tarot, the Six of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Star, and the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you have sweet feelings for this person. I feel like you miss them. And I don't know if you know them from a long time ago, but the Six of Cups talks about memories with people that we had a long past with, even if it was like, I don't know, 2 years. I mean, if you knew this person for 2 years and then maybe you separated or you went into no contact for another year, that already brings the energy of the Six of Cups here, because you did make memories, or you did make memories with this person. And so with the Six of Cups, I feel like you have this sweet, innocent feelings towards this person. You remember the happy moments you had with them. And yeah, I feel like you reminisce sometimes, but not in a negative way, because I feel like you reached a place of acceptance where you understand that this connection somehow reached a stalemate here with the Two of Swords, and that a decision of that came from this person's side, or somebody just halted this connection, or a decision of yours or your person, or just, out of nowhere, I feel like you think that this connection is blocked. And it's not that it's not blocked, but we're going to see what's actually happening. Because with the Two of Swords, you think that this person is not going to make any decision or take any steps towards this connection, or towards you. But yeah, I feel like you kind of lost hope about it, and you just let it go. You let go of the idea that this person is ever going to ask maybe for this connection to become something more than it was. Or I feel like you understood that for the moment the connection is at a stalemate, and that it's just, with the Two of Swords blocked. But also with the Star and the Ace of Pentacles, you're hopeful. You come from this place of gratitude with the Six of Cups, but that what makes you hopeful with the Star and the Ace of Pentacles here. I feel like you tapped into an energy of abundant new energy coming towards you, abundant hope. It comes from, as I said, a place of gratitude and a place of relating and remembering the positive energy that you and this person have. And I feel like you also think or feel as if this person misses you with the Six of Cups, but they refuse to act. But with the Star and the Ace of Pentacles, you still feel as if there is hope, and that this person is changing in a positive way, and that is going to affect the connection in a positive way, and is going to bring a very positive new energy and a new beginning, a fresh new beginning in this connection when it comes to commitment and stability. I feel like you feel like this person is changing in ways that they would have the courage, or they would actually approach, or something is going to renew this connection. I feel like that's how you think this person feels, is that they're changing, and that they're going to take some action, or that something is going to happen that is going to reunite you, or start something new and fresh and abundant in this connection. I want to say that you're not all wrong and you're not all right. Why? Because let's go to your person's side, pile number 1 here, where we see what they actually feel towards you. In summary, you think that they are nervous, maybe intimidated, overwhelmed by their emotions, hiding their emotions, maybe blocked, they cannot act, conflicted, they're not sure about their feelings. They feel like you are their soulmate, especially with the Six of Cups. You feel as if they are your soulmate with the Six of Cups. That's what you think they feel towards you. And so let's go towards what they actually feel towards you. So we have here Aletheia from the Archetypes of the Wild Unknown. We have Sun and Clouds from the Normal. We have Elk and Zebra from the Animal Spirit. We got 2 cards for this person. And we have Abundance card from the Shamanic Healing. And then with Tarot, I have Knight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Five of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. And so I want to tell you, pile number 1 is that you weren't wrong. You weren't wrong that this person has feelings for you. But I feel like you're not actually aware of how much feelings they have for you. And so with the Aletheia card here, the Aletheia is the card of truth. It's the archetype of truth. And in here, I feel like this person is 100% sure about how they feel towards you. They are no longer going back and forth like about their feelings. They are not hot and cold. They're not sure anymore. They're 100% absolutely sure about how do they feel towards you. And their feelings go much deeper. I feel like they have an inner knowing. It's not to them. It's not only feelings to them. It's an inner knowing of the fact that what you have with them is something deeper, is something awakening. It's something real. It's something that I feel like they're not gonna feel with anybody else. And so they're sure about their feelings. They're not unsure anymore. And what they feel is even more than you think they do. I want to say that they're not stubborn. They're not hiding. It's like what they're doing is not meant to hide their feelings. That's not the first intention. But what I see is that they're so sure of their connection and their feelings for you that they're so focused on this connection, but in ways that it would project, or you would project this energy on them, and they would reflect something of I'm not scared, or I'm not hiding my feelings. I'm just stubborn about how do I want this situation to be like. And so with the Elk here, it's like they're not, it's again the same message. And we have an Elk energy like twice, this very young Knight of Pentacles in here, and the Elk, it has the same energy of stubbornness, of somebody who's stubborn, somebody who's very sure about how they feel and about how do they see you, somebody who's very sure about what they want, but also somebody who's loyal and committed and reliable. The Elk energy also can be representing somebody who is maybe different, maybe acting sometimes awkward, somebody who's not very much, not, I don't want to say welcomed by society, not that, but it's more like somebody who doesn't really, trust a lot of people, and somebody who trusts, or who goes their own pace and trusts their own values. So this person has these responsible emotions towards you, and they somehow have their own love language, and I feel like their love language is different from yours, and it's different from what you expect another person or a partner to love you, or the way it's like you're not expecting somebody who has this type of love language to be your partner. It's different from you. And so they really respect you. And with the Zebra here, I feel like you awakened, or you mirrored back to them their confidence. What I want to say here is that this person they act in ways that make them look shy, or they make them look intimidated or scared, but they're not actually scared. They go through life with their own way, because with the Zebra here, I feel like they had their own type of confidence for a long time. They, for a long time, operated in certain ways, And then when they met you, I feel like you reflected, you mirrored back to them their own confidence that they suppressed forever. And then with the zebra, what we got in here, the type of personality that they became or changed into once they met you, is somebody who is enthusiastic, somebody who's a goal getter, somebody who is goal oriented, somebody who's not afraid to chase their dreams anymore, somebody who's willing to go the distance also, and somebody who's willing to expand. And you kind of like balance their stubbornness. I feel like this person was kind of like stubborn and stuck in their own ways, but when they met you, you expanded their worldview, or you, as I said, you have awakened this sense of adventure within them with a zebra, and so they have gained this new aspect, or they have awakened a deep aspect of themselves that was always there but it was suppressed. And that aspect is relating to somebody who's willing to get out of their own way and expand, and not be too much stuck in their old ways, or not be too much stubborn, and just pursue their goals and not be afraid of rejection or afraid of failing. And so with the abundance card, again, they're so sure about you, and they're so sure about how they feel towards you that they want to pursue you, as again you have awakened the dimension of them being expansive, goal-oriented, somebody who somehow is now ready to pursue abundance. And that is the change that you have sensed in here, and that is the thing that you were not wrong about. They did change, and that change is definitely bringing something into this connection. Why am I saying that? When we have here the sun and the clouds here, these are two opposite energies. The sun is clarity, vitality, success. It's everything coming to, like, things falling into their places. But with the clouds, this is confusion. And so the sun is always stronger than the clouds. And what I want to say here is that this person became aware of what made them stuck in the past. With clouds here, they gained awareness, and awareness towards what they feel towards you. As I said again, they're 100% sure and illuminated, and they're not only aware of their feelings, but they are also aware of what made them get stuck in the past. And what made them stuck or get stuck in the past is, with the Five of Swords here, their own tendencies of self-destruction or self-sabotage. So yeah, and with the Hanged Man, it took them a long time of blockage to reach a place where they're no longer standing in their own ways. Because the Knight of Pentacles, the shadow side of the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is too stubborn or too afraid of failing, and so they're so slowed down to a point of being stuck and not moving. And with the Hanged Man, the Five of Swords, they saw things from a different perspective, and it brought them clarity into their own shadow side, and into what are the behaviors that they used to have that made them not successful or not pursue what they wanted in life. And so yeah, I feel like they faced a lot of their pains with the Five of Swords here, where again meeting you expanded or showed them or awakened a suppressed side of them that was adventurous. And so again, that side that is adventurous is manifesting in the depths here. The Son of Cups here reminds me of Scorpio energy. And I want to say that this person might have Scorpio energy in their chart, I'm not sure, but I want to say that this Scorpio energy was suppressed. It was because the shadow energy of Scorpio is fear, and so it's like it manifested a lot of fears they had in the past. Intimidation, that was something in the past, self-sabotage. But then once they healed or became aware of their own shadow of self-sabotage, it no longer manifests as self-sabotage, but it manifests as depth. With the Knight of Cups, it manifests as artistry and self-expression, emotional nature, a very deep and intrinsic even eccentric emotional nature, adventurous emotional nature that this person has. And right now, that is what they're feeling towards you. They're ready to express their feelings. They're ready to get over their old ways and really express their truth. And they are no longer, at least like 90% of this fear of moving towards you, or fear or self-sabotage, 90% of that is healed. And even though I do see that this person is like in the last phase of this transformation here, they are manifesting a new version of themselves where they move maybe even faster, and they believe in their worthiness of having abundance and having true love. And so I want to say, pile number 3, that this person is sure of their feelings. They want to pursue abundance with you, and they do want to express their feelings for you here. They're no longer unclear. They're no longer intimidated. And so in summary, what they feel towards you is respect, admiration, and fascination with you, absolutely romantic interest, and confusion is clearing. There is a loyal intent in here. The internal conflict that was blocking action is no longer that eminent, and so there is no lack of emotion here. There is emotion. A bit of more healing is needed, but this person is definitely moving towards a better version of themselves where they can pursue an abundant connection with you. So pile number 1, this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you and it gave you insight. If it did, please press the like button, comment down below, and subscribe so you won't miss any future readings. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me on my channel, you will find all the details in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching pile number 1, and see you next time. Hi, pile number 2. If you have picked the lapis lazuli crystal, this is going to be a reading about what do you think they feel towards you versus how they actually feel towards you. And so let's start your reading. So pile number 2, this is a hard reading, I gotta give it to you. This reading is very complex, and it feels like there's a lot of there is a lot of divine intervention happening in this connection, and a lot of misunderstanding and needing to see things from each other's perspectives. And I'm going to start here with Jupiter in Aquarius in the 9th house, which is what is the overall energy of this connection. And what is the overall energy of this connection here is that Jupiter being in Aquarius sign, this is an unconventional type of connection. This is a connection where there is a karmic tone of lessons learned, and a higher picture needs to be looked at, or a bigger picture needs to be looked at. A spiritual lesson needs to be learned, and it's mostly expanding. It's expansion of the view of both of you, because I feel like both of you are unusual to each other. I think that you see this person as somebody who is different from your usual type, or just somebody different, and somebody with an unexplainable behavior to you, or even unpredictable ways, like you cannot predict them, and they do see you the same way. I feel like both of you come from different backgrounds where you did not deal with each other before, or you did not see the type of person who you are before. And being in the 9th house is definitely the 9th house. There is, as I said again, divine intervention at play. Whatever you believe in, pile number 2, there is a strong spiritual and intellectual and karmic tone to your connection. And you met this person to learn, to have higher learning, or to teach each other something profound. It does not mean that you and this person are not going to end up together. It's just that sometimes we meet, like, connections and relationships are not black or white. They are shades of gray, and sometimes we meet somebody and we end up, or we don't end up together. In this connection, it's not showing anything. The topic of the reading is not the future of this connection. It's seeing how do you think they feel towards you versus how they actually feel towards you. And I feel like you might be very harsh on this person. There is a sense of divine timing. It's like this is bigger than both of you, and this is pushing both of you towards growth and evolution, especially with the ninth house and Aquarius energy in here. It's meant to expose you to different types of energies and perspectives so that both of you can learn. And so for the first section here, which is this section, this is going to be about how do you think they feel towards you, and this one here is going to be about how they actually feel towards you. And so from your own perspective and how do you think they feel towards you, we got the Mirror, we got Black Egg, we got Divine Timing, we also got Fish and Bear, we got the Queen of Wands, the Judgment card, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. And so first of all, I feel like with the Mirror here, the Mirror talks about, the mirror. We look at the mirror and we see a reflection of ourselves. And I feel like you think that this person sees a teacher in you. Now, this reading is hard. Like, the oracles I got are just blending in very, this is a very layered reading, but let's go, bit by bit. Because Black Egg here shows a truth that is undeniable, speaking from a truthful voice and being authentic. And I feel like when you think that when this person met you, you projected a sense of essence. I'm hearing essence. So your essence somehow awakened something in them, which is related to seeing who they are for real. I feel like you might think that this person sees you as a reflection of their own selves. If you remember, or if you have ever heard the song of Justin Timberlake, Mirrors, is it Mirrors? I love that song. It's like you're my mirror. It's like you're my mirror, looking right at me. Oh my god, I forgot the lyrics. Okay, the lyrics. I forgot the lyrics. I love that song, and my mirror staring back at me. Yeah. And so I feel like this, you might think that you might have intimidated this person because you reflected their own picture to them, and you made them realize things about them, and you've somehow catalyzed, or you were the catalyst for growth within them, and you made them see things from a different perspective. So I feel like that's how you think they feel towards you. And you think that they feel exposed around you, or I feel like you have exposed them, or I feel like the way you talk and the way you communicate to them, I feel like you might say a lot of truthful things. You might, pile number 2, act as your authentic self all of the time, and you are unapologetically yourself with this person. And so I feel like you think that intimidated them and made them feel like they are exposed, and they cannot hide the truth around you, and that they see themselves through you. And you think that maybe they're hiding from you. They are not only hiding a truth from you, but they're hiding from you. I feel like you think that they're hiding a truth from you here with the Black Egg. A pure truth, something that comes from the deepest, corners of their heart. So, and with Divine Timing here, I feel like this message of you think that they feel like you catalyzed growth within them, because the Divine Timing talks about understanding that there are things that are bigger than us in life, and that we cannot only act from ego. We have to think outside of our ego and try to put ourselves in everybody's shoes, or seeing things from different perspectives, And so we cannot always want things the way we want them all the time. Like, we cannot be stubborn about how do we want things to manifest. I feel like you think that you have catalyzed that type of growth and that type of bigger picture thinking in them. And I feel like you also think that they feel, oh my god, I have to stop saying I feel like. So it's like you think they feel that you were meant to be. So that's how I see it. I feel like you think that they feel awakened by you to a bigger truth than themselves. You expanded their sense of self. That's how you think they feel. And with fish and bear, yeah, I still think that you had an authority or a catalytic aspect to you. And when it comes to awakening them and awakening and you them, also you believe that with fish and bear that they have a load of feelings for you, but with bear they try to maybe have control over them. You also think that they feel deeply possessive and authoritative about you, maybe even overprotective about you. But with the Queen of Wands again and the Judgment card, it's like you think that they feel awakened by your power, by your authenticity, and by your confidence. You were so unapologetically yourself that you have awakened this person and made them see things from a different perspective. It's like you think that they feel that you have changed their mind about life and that you have expanded their own sense of self here. With the Six of Cups, you think that they miss you and that they have this this sense of relating to you, or that you awaken them to soulmate type of connections. I feel like you think that this person never felt like this with anyone before, and that they feel a soulmate type of connection that they have never felt with anyone before, and that the type of love that they have for you is so deep. And yeah, the Nine of Wands, it's like you think that they feel awakened, enlightened. The Nine of Wands also can talk about a sense of resilience. Yeah, even healing, even triggering healing within this person. You think they are very attracted to you physically and energetically, and magnetized by your looks and by your confidence. You think that they admire you, and you think also that they feel maybe with a Judgment called towards you and very attached to you, and that there is something to do together, there is something to achieve together. And like the connection is waking something inside of them, a realization or a spiritual pull towards things being more than just the material world. But with the Knight of Wands, you think that they are also maybe holding their walls up, like they're resistant of this connection or the growth that this connection is bringing, because it's big. It's something that is very tiring, or something that requires a lot of effort from this person to maintain. And so in summary, you think that this person sees a soulmate in you. You awaken this person to spirituality. You awaken this person to a higher sense of themselves, expanded their sense of selves. And yeah, you kind of magnetized, and maybe you think that this person is attracted by your sense of authenticity, confidence, and even physical attraction and magnetism, charm also. You also think that this person is waiting for the right moment to act, maybe, and maybe even working on themselves to become a better version of themselves, just because you have awakened them to who they truly are, and you have shown them what needs to be worked on within themselves. Also, you think that they have a lot of emotions towards you, and that they feel maybe possessive or protective over you with bear. And you feel like it's like you think that this person feels they need to grow up and step up and do a lot of work so that they get ready, or they be ready for something to manifest maybe in this connection. So that's how you think they feel towards you. Let's now go into what do they actually feel towards you here with self-love, cosmic egg, the sustainer, cross key, and we have the Empress, the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Daughter, or the Page of Wands. And so what does this person actually feel towards you? We have here self-love. And I feel like even if, it's true that kind of like you awakened a sense of growth within them, but they don't approach it from a sense of being less empowered. Or it's like with the self-love, they are more compassionate towards themselves. They are not somebody who is going to beat themselves or punish themselves for not acting right in the past. They are full of compassion in here. If there's anything that you have awakened in them, pile number 2, it's compassion for themselves and for others. And compassion really is a huge component of healing and of human evolution. With cosmic egg and the sustainer, they do feel very connected to you with the cosmic egg, and it's that last stage of connection. They do feel this sense of connection and soulmate energy with you, but it feels even more spiritual than you think with the cosmic egg here. This is somebody who's spiritual. This is somebody also who balances the material and the spiritual. Because with the sustainer here, what they truly feel towards you. And so with the sustainer card here, they do feel like you're somebody that they want to hold on to, and that this connection is too valuable to let go of. They do want to do everything that needs to be done, the mundane and the spiritual part of everything that needs to be done in this connection, to keep it and to enrich it and to make it something that is long-term lasting. This person is willing to go through the, I want to say, what do we say within marriage vows? Like, in sickness and in health? Is it that? Oh my god, because it's not my culture, I don't know much about marriage vows, so I'm really sorry. It's like this person wants to do everything that needs to be done within this connection to sustain it, to keep it, and to grow it. And also with the sustainer, they want to protect it. So you were right with the protection part in here. Their real feelings towards you are to keep you, because they do. It's like you have triggered this awakening that you have triggered within them, led them to loving themselves here with the self-love. And really, this is a very spiritual person in here. And because you led them into self-love, the mirror here, when you reflect, their true image towards them, and they deal with their shadow, and they integrate their shadow, they do reach a place of self-love. And I feel like they did. And so they felt connection to you, and maybe even more than you think, pile number 2. I feel like there is more than you think that this person is feeling here, because cosmic egg talks about finality. It talks about a universal type of love, a connection that we feel to everything and everyone, to the inanimate and animate objects, to animals and creatures and humans and everything. So this is the type of love that this person has for you. and they want to do everything that it takes, even if it was paying bills, because the sustainer does the hard job, that mundane daily job that we cannot stand. Some of us, not all of us, some people cannot stand that daily routine of cleaning and cooking and paying the bills and taking care of the garden. And this person is ready to do all of that because they feel the love on a higher level, on a high dimension, even here with the cosmic egg and self-love. This level of compassion, it's like they love you the same way they love themselves, and it's very clear to them the way they love you here. With cross and key, it's like, yeah, with cosmic egg also, this is inner truth that is complete. I feel like they feel complete within themselves, and they also feel complete with you. With cross and key though, it shows that this connection weighed heavy on them, but not in a negative way, more of like they feel like something is fated in this connection, and that if you went through any hardships with them, and if both of you went through hardships, because I feel like this person also went through hardships with you, not in a way that you've done something wrong or with to them. It's not shown here in the cards at all. What is being shown though, this person went through a lot, because cross talks about heavy burdens and lessons, karmic lessons. With key here, it definitely talks about this person understanding the weight of this connection and the importance of this connection and what this connection taught them. It unlocked, I feel like it did not only unlock something, it unlocked them, their whole being. It released their karma. It made them face a lot of issues that they did not maybe realize they had before. As I said here, Jupiter in Aquarius in 9th house, this is a huge spiritual energy of human evolution. This connection is here to teach both of you huge lessons and to make you awaken to your true essence. And it's really preordained in here. If you believe in spiritual contracts, I feel like you have a contract with this person to awaken each other in this life. But with the Empress, and yeah, with the Empress here, it shows outright admiration and love. They have a lot of love towards you, and it's very unconditional. And it's really seen also with the Sustainer and cosmic again, self-love. And they didn't reach this place because they only reach this place of unconditional love for you because they have it now for themselves. They worked on their own self-love towards themselves, and so that's why they feel it towards you. With the Six of Wands, I feel like you bring them a lot of pride to their lives for knowing you and for having you in their lives. And they also are not only proud of having you in their lives, but they're also proud of having you, and they're proud of you and of how, I feel like, completed they see you. I feel like you really don't realize how much this person loves you. They love you unconditionally, and they reached a level of evolution that I did not really see in many readings before. With the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands here, this is I feel like this is them being enthusiastic again about investing in this connection and exploring this connection slowly but surely. Page of Pentacles talks about it shows a willingness to invest and to learn and to work on this connection, even from maybe you're starting again or restarting, and they see this connection from a different perspective, definitely. With the Page of Wands also, this shows curiosity and enthusiasm to know you again or to interact with you in ways that they build something solid again. It's also showing a spark and, I don't know, a sense of adventure. This person, they have this sense of youthfulness and playful attraction towards you. So yeah, I feel like this person, the summary of what they actually feel towards you is them thinking or feeling as if you're somebody that they want to hold on to forever. The love that they have for you is a love that they want to nurture, and they want to grow into something lasting. And it all comes from them finally reaching a place of self-love where they can actually give to you, especially because they think that you are worthy. They have unconditional love for you. It's like they love you for who you are. And they're also aware of any heaviness that was with you or that was going on between you before. They're ready to integrate that karmic heavy energy that went on and on between you, because it unlocked this sense of spiritual wisdom and balance between the material and the spiritual world that they have within them right now. So it unlocked this endless love and energy towards you, and endless sense of playfulness, attraction, and youthfulness, willingness to learn about you, willingness to build something that is healthy and long-term with you. So pile number 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you and it gave you insight. If it did, please press the like button, comment down below, and subscribe so you won't miss any future readings. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me on my channel, you can find all the details in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching pile number 2, and see you next time. Hi, pile number 3. If you have picked the Angelite crystal, this is going to be a reading about what do you think they feel towards you versus how they actually feel towards you. So let's start your reading. I have divided this reading into 2 sections. So this is the section of how do you think they feel towards you, and this is the section of how do they actually feel towards you. And the dice here are representing the current energy of the connection. So the current energy of the connection here is Moon in the 4th house in Pisces, and this shows that there is a richness to the inner world of both of you in this connection. So what I see in here is that there is a lot that is being processed behind the scenes here by both of you. Let me just fix the frame. Something is wrong. Okay. I'm trying, but it's just not symmetrical. It's okay. I think we're just going to do it like this and hoping for the best, because something is asymmetrical and it's making me kind of anxious, but it's fine. So yeah, what I see in here is that with the Moon in the 4th house in Pisces, there is a richness to the inner world of both of you. I feel like there's a lot that is being processed by both of you in this connection, but without you revealing anything maybe. Why am I saying that? The 4th house is the house of the inner world. It's the house of the most private parts of yourself that you are conscious of and maybe hiding from others or are not externalizing. It's the most internal part of your world. It represents your home, your sense of home, what home means to you, what security means to you, and what safety means to you. The Moon is the original ruler of the 4th house, which is the Cancer sign. And the Moon here also is a planet that represents how do we identify with home and security and safety. With Pisces being in here in this house, and with the Moon being in Pisces, Pisces is the original sign of the 12th house, which is the sign of the subconscious, the spiritual development, isolation. So in a sense, it also represents what is unconscious to us, and it's more internalized than the 4th house because it might be even more, it's hidden even from us. And so it also represents losses. So this connection might trigger fear of abandonment or fears of loss, and it might also trigger mother wounds, because the 4th house and the Moon are the archetypes or the the planet and the house that resonate with the mother, or that represent the mother in someone's chart or in astrology. So I feel like you and this person process a lot about this connection, but internally, both of you trigger each other's inner worlds. Emotional states of both of you are triggered by each other's behavior, and there might be even a connection to the other's inner world in ways that nobody or none of you or your person felt like this before. Yeah, I feel like both of you might feel a lot, but not externalize it, not express it. So it feels like emotions flow a lot under the surface, but there isn't much of externalization, or maybe there isn't much of action that is happening currently. So let's go to the section of how do you think they feel towards you. First of all, with the bridge symbolizes connection. It symbolizes saying yes to connecting, to reuniting, rather than saying no or withdrawing or separating, just as the guidebook says. And as you see here, these two hands are connecting, but there is a sea, there is this ocean between them. But we see, despite that, there is connection. And so I feel like, what do you think they feel towards you is that you do think that they feel this connection despite maybe not being in actual physical connection. I feel like you might not talk a lot, communication might be interrupted for the moment, or there is actual physical distance between you, but I feel like there is more of there isn't a physical connection in here. And I feel like you feel, or you think that this person feel connected to you, and they feel this connection despite the distance. And I want to say that you're not wrong about that. But also, what is the reason for that distance? Is it circumstances, or is it because you are not actually emotionally vulnerable with each other? So I feel like you think that this person feels the connection but hesitates to actually connect with you in the physical realm. With the cheetah here, I feel like you do sense that this person is attracted to you on a physical level, and they feel maybe drawn and magnetized to I want to say passionately to you with the cheetah here, and that maybe they have the desire, you think that they have the desire to achieve connection with you. With the past, present, and future, you think that they feel you think that they have baggage, or they have insecurities, or things that they need to let go of before coming towards you. I feel like maybe you watch a lot of tarot readings or pick a card readings, and that tends to be the actual topic of, I don't know, the current collective energy of love, relationships, or situationships, basically. But with the past and present and future, I feel like you think, or you think that this person wants to put in the effort to connect with you and get over their own personal limitations. With book and mice here, I feel like you might think that this person feels hesitant to share their emotions, or to be emotionally vulnerable with you, and you think that this person might really dig their heels in, and stand in their own way, or sabotage themselves because of the lack of vulnerability. And with mice, I feel like you think that this person, the way that they feel towards you is that they might feel insecurity, they might feel incompatible. The mice is the energy of losses that are occurring because of, the mice is an animal that eats or cuts through things. How do I say it? I mean, they cut through paper, they cut through clothes. They just kind of like ruin everything. They eat your food without you knowing. And because of the book being also there, I feel like you think that what this person feels towards you is something that they don't want to reveal, because they want to be secretive about it, because they don't have, or they don't feel secure enough to share their feelings with you. And they might fear actually communicating or being emotionally vulnerable or sharing their emotions with you, because they think that it might cause them insecurity, or it might cause them to be unnecessarily vulnerable, or they might feel weakened by it. But you do think that this person might be thought or thinking really eats over them or eats on their mind. And so yeah, with the Five of Pentacles, you think that this person, again, this Five of Pentacles energy is reinforcing this thought or this assumption that this person feels insecure. They feel also hesitant to be vulnerable or to close the distance. But with the Six of Pentacles just next to that, this reinforces the idea that this person wants to have this connection, and they do want to put in the effort to receive and give equally in this connection. So I feel like you think that this person feels, despite them feeling insecure, they also feel like they want to grow, and they want to get over their own past baggage here with the past and present and future, and become a better version of themselves, and really step in into acting rather than just feeling. So I think that you think that's what is going on with them. And with the Daughter or the Page of Wands in here, you do think that they feel curious and they feel enthusiastic and adventurous, and this also makes you feel the same way. I feel like the idea of the idea that about what you think about how do they feel, which is the idea of them wanting to make effort and step into maybe chasing. I don't want to say chasing, it's more like with a cheetah, it's more like action oriented approach. I feel like that makes you also excited and nervous about this connection. Also, this person has this you think that this person has this curiosity, and they want to maybe approach you, but they're not fully committed, and they're hesitant of connecting properly. With the temperance, you think that this person is taking the time and and they're trying to balance themselves into becoming again a better version of themselves, and becoming more balanced and alchemized emotionally, and ready to take more steps into this connection and close the gap, and choose to connect fully in this connection. So in summary, what do you think this person feels towards you is that they feel the connection, but they are hesitant. They are attracted to you, and they're willing to do the effort, but they are burdened maybe by past baggage and things that went on in their lives. They are secretive about how they feel. They don't want to be vulnerable, and they feel insecure about what do they have, about their own security, independence. But also they are curious, adventurous, and flirtatious, but not ready yet to be fully connected, despite them feeling the connection, but also wanting to make maybe steps towards being more action oriented. And they're taking the time to balance themselves emotionally, so that in divine time, in literally the temperance, connection will happen. I feel like that's how do you think they feel towards you. Now going to the section of how do they actually feel towards you, we have here, let's start with the Destroyer. So with the Destroyer, I want to say that most of what you actually think they feel towards you is right, but some of it is, I think that you don't actually know the full extension of what this person feels towards you, pile number 3. Because the Destroyer shows that this person feels transformed by this connection or by this love. It feels like you created this energy of awakening. It's kind of similar to pile 1, to pile 2, excuse me. So if you want to check pile 2, it's kind of similar, that might resonate with you. So the Destroyer here, it shows that this person might have felt like their sense of what they considered secure is crumbling or crumbled, and and with your idea about them being, this person feels towards you a sense of wanting to move, wanting to change. The Destroyer show talks about being bored of being stuck, or it's like being done with being stuck in outdated beliefs and outdated existence, and wanting to let go of unsuccessful things, wanting to let go of things that do not serve anybody, and to move forwards towards something new. And so what does this person feel towards you currently is a desire to change, a desire to start anew, a desire to let go of no longer serves them and of no longer is working, destroying old structures, old beliefs, old emotional foundations to start something that is more fulfilling. The bear also gives almost the same energy of a new beginning, of somebody who is awakening here, and we see here the bear like being we have two cards of the same animal, which is bear, from different decks. This is not an oracle deck. This is Lenormand, or we can say Lenormand in French, and it's a divination deck, but it's not tarot and it's not oracle. And so bear here is from the oracle of the wild unknown, the animal spirit of the wild unknown. So both of them, though they represent a sense of authority, the bear in the animal spirit talks about a sense of authority over one's own spiritual development, a desire to start anew, a desire to push through and use our inner strength to start again and to develop ourselves, especially spiritually speaking, meaning on deeper levels we want to become more grown-ups. So this person, what they feel towards you here is that you have awakened in them a sense of wanting to become more mature, wanting to become wanting to own their true strength, wanting to gain their willpower back and become stronger, become more mature and grown up. With the divine card, with the divine timing card here, the divine timing card talks about maybe sometimes we don't have the means to know when something is going to happen, or we want something to happen according to our timeline, but then it just happens at another time, or it never happens. But the idea is that this person wants to take the meantime to develop themselves. Divine timing talks about letting go of things that we cannot control, like wanting something to happen in our own, according to our own timeline and expectations. But the divine timing tells us that we need to and the divine timing tells us that we need to let go of control over when things need to happen, and just use that time being to grow ourselves, learn from our past lessons, and become better versions of ourselves, compete with our own selves. And this person, that's what you have awakened in them, this deep sense of transformation, emotional maturity. And yeah, it's like the extent of what they feel towards you is not really known by you in here. It's more than you think, and it's deeper, and it's more transformative to them than you think. It's like, I would say that this person would say that you changed them. With the clouds and bear in here, I feel like that you, in a way, you have awakened this person, or meeting you have changed something in them that right now they want to what I'm getting exactly, and this is specific, but circumstances and victimhood mindset. I feel like this person might have felt like they are a victim to their circumstances for a long time, and bear here shows wanting to get over those those beliefs of being a victim to circumstances, and thinking that their challenges are unsurmountable. So also this person with bear and with bear and clouds, I feel like they have let go, or they're trying to let go of their own uncertainties when it comes to how they feel towards you. So I feel like because you were the catalyst of their own transformation, they did have a hard time understanding how they truly feel towards you, because it wasn't something casual. It wasn't something that they used to get in maybe their past relationships, if they ever had past relationships, maybe, or they had a different definition of what love is, or of what romantic relationships are. And then something happened with you that just changed that perspective, and so they found themselves maybe not understanding those feelings. And it's mainly because the old definition of what relationships are changed. But right now, yeah, and it got them to a place where they started questioning, then what am I feeling? I don't feel the same way. I don't know if this is love. I don't understand it, because those feelings are new to me. And so they have been with clouds in a time of uncertainty about their emotions, definitely. And with the Five of Swords, it's here, the energy of being in conflict, and it's mainly because they are in transformation. So what they're feeling towards you is extremely deep, transformative, life-changing, and wanting to grow and change for themselves, but also to become a better person. And I see especially specifically the two birds in here, and it feels like this person, yeah, definitely they do sense the connection with you, and they do want to become a better person, not just for themselves but also for this connection. The Five of Swords definitely shows this inner conflict here, but next to that there is a star, which shows the capacity to let go and get over that inner conflict. Again, we see the energy of Bear from the Lenormand, which talks about being authoritative over own over oneself and one's own future and decisions. But they also have this sense of trusting in the divine somehow. With a star, when it comes to you, they feel connected to you on a deeper level, and with a star there is hope for something to change within this connection, or for connection here. Again, Bear talks about also them feeling responsible and protective over this connection and over you, and them, they don't want to cause you harm because of their own uncertainties and own difficulties and own transformation. With the Knight of Wands, this definitely shows desire. The Knight of Wands is similar to the energy of Cheetah here. It's kind of, I want to say, less maybe mature, but it's not bad. It's more like the Knight of Wands, when it's unbalanced, they might tend to lose interest and then come back, and like this energy of being hot and cold. With the Four of Pentacles, again, what you said, what you think about them maybe holding back their emotions is here. With the Four of Pentacles, they definitely seem to be controlling themselves or holding themselves back for whatever reason. So despite them, with the inner conflict here, despite them having this inner conflict, or despite them having the excitement and the courage and the desire to pursue you, there is the Four of Pentacles here, and this is the conflict that is happening currently. They're trying to control themselves and hold themselves back, and I feel like it's mainly because they don't want to repeat their past mistakes. They don't want to act irresponsibly or immaturely, in an immature way, and maybe hurt you with their inconsistency, because they are in transformation. It's not that they are not sure of their feelings towards you. They are definitely sure, but they are still changing. They are still transforming. They still have time. They still have things to do, and things to heal, and things to work within themselves. And so some of what you think about how they feel towards you is true, and some of it is kind of like not, it's not like they're insecure, with the Five of Pentacles, they are just more careful and cautious about how to approach you because they don't want to act immaturely. They don't want to pursue this based on just desire. So I would say that in summary, how they actually feel is that their feelings are much more stable and grounded and mature than you think, and they are more transformative, and they admire you with the star here, and they see your importance. You are somebody also who brings inspiration to their lives and somebody that they aspire to connect with, and they want to invest and grow by themselves and by you, but they are cautious and they don't want to cause harm if they say or do the wrong thing. So yeah, pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please press the like button, comment down below so you can enter the giveaway, and comment any suggestions you have, maybe about any topics you'd like to explore with tarot. Anything that you'd like to suggest would be helpful, and subscribe so you won't miss any future readings. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, or if you'd like to support me and my channel, you will find all the details in the description box below. Thank you so much, pile number 3, for being here and for watching, and see you next time.